let the body come down onto the yoga mat. Take a slow, deep breath in. And exhale, release it out, letting go. Let's do 2 more. Deep breath in this morning. Exhale, let any tensions out, let the body surrender into the mat, letting go. And then 1 more when you're ready to. Let your awareness come down through your body. Feel where the feet are, backs of heels, hip distance, or a little bit wider. Let the feet drop. Remember, if there is pain in your lower back, those legs bend up, taking pressure off that lumbar spine. And what part of your legs do you feel connected on the mat? If you've bent them up, obviously just feet and buttocks. If you've kept them long, calf muscles, do you feel them spread? Backs of knees, lengthen open. Reconnection, backs of thighs, buttocks, where is it for you? And then notice between the right leg, the left leg. Does one foot drop out more than the other? The connection down onto the mat, is one side different to the other? Or is there complete balance? What do we feel? All the way up across the back of the buttocks, the hips, the pelvis. Balanced or different? Come up and notice that natural curve of the lower back, lifting away from the mat. And then reconnection, middle back, shoulder blades, backs of arms, palms turn up, backs of hands, where do they connect? We don't have to hold onto the floor, we're not gripping on for dear life, so let the palms turn up, soften. Feel there's this feeling of surrendering completely. Then up through the back of the neck when you're ready, tuck your chin down, elongate the back of the neck, and give yourself this time. So scan through your body once more, making those last adjustments you feel necessary. So the idea to adjust is to try and balance the body physically. And then when we feel balanced, hopefully we can surrender in more easily. So that imbalance doesn't grab our attention so much, so that we can focus inward, centering, softening, calming the system down and letting go. And just give yourself this time. How does it feel for you this morning? Lightness through the body, spaciousness. Heaviness perhaps, or sections or parts of the body might feel heavy. Any shakiness, noticing. Nervous system overworked, overtired. Nervousness of energy. Adrenal energy burnt out. Use this time, if so, to replenish the system. So really notice, is your abdominal wall relaxed and soft whilst you're here? Just gently breathing. We're not forcing the breath, we're not engaging. Noticing, tuning in. When you feel ready, start to let those breaths lengthen and deepen. So remember, we're not forcing the breaths. Each time we breathe in, just a little more breath in. The exhale surrendering out. Each inhale, a little more breath in. The exhales releasing out. How does that feel for you? Noticing where that breath moves through your body. Where does it open you up to? And starting the movement with the feet. Breathing in, we point the toes. Breathing out, we flex the feet. Keep moving. Inhales, pointing of the toes. Exhales, flexion of the feet. Timing with the breaths. And the next time you flex the feet, pause for a moment, push the heels out longer. Breathe in, drop your big toes to touch together, and then breathe out, circle the feet out. Breathe in, toes roll in, touch together. Breathe out, feet roll out. Full circles in time with your breath. Next time your toes meet together, pause. Sip some more breath in. Want to bring the breath right up into the chest. Hold it in for as long as you can. If you've got more space, keep sipping in. Chest lifting, scoop the belly out, chin down. Hold for as long as you can. When you're ready to breathe out, let the breath sigh out. Let the feet drop out. And then in your time, breathe in, toes roll in and reconnect. And breathe out, rolling out. 3 more rotations in this opposite direction. The last rotation for you, the toes come in and connect. Keep them together. And again, a deeper breath all the way up through your body. Again, it's the chest we want to lift. We want these lungs to expand, the ribs to expand. So try and pull the belly down to push the energy up and out through the ribs. Tuck the chin down. When you're ready to release, let the breath sigh out. Let the feet drop out and soften completely. Completely letting go. Give yourself a moment. Enjoy that feeling of surrendering, of softening. Again, notice if you're holding on anywhere, tense in the face, tongue in the mouth, can it soften? Around the forehead, around the eyes, the neck, the throat, the shoulders relaxed. Can we feel our back body surrender into the mat, release it down. Feel there's a letting go. And then a slow, deep breath all the way back up through the body. Breathing out, down through the legs, out through the feet. Flex the feet, push the heels out. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Create as much length as you can. Keep breathing out. Can you feel a negative suction occurring? The flattening of the body into the back body. Breathe in, right knee comes in, and then reach around that shin or knee. Breathe out, can we roll up? Try to use your core rather than your arms and shoulders. Breathing in, lower the head onto the mat. Then use the arms and bring the knee to the chest, squeeze it in. And then exhale, arms and leg releasing out. Inhale, left knee comes in. Take an easy hold. Roll up as you exhale. Again, try and use your core as much as you can. Inhale, we roll down. Then use the arms, bring the knee to the chest, squeeze it in. And then exhale, arms and leg releasing out. Inhale again, right leg in, an easy hold. Rolling up as we exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, we lower the head onto the mat. And then use the arms, squeeze the knee in. And then exhale, arms and leg release. Inhale, left knee in, easy hold. Exhale, roll up, use your core body. Inhale, rolling down. Then use the arms, bring the knee in, squeeze it in. And exhale, then release it out. One more, each leg. Inhale, right leg in. Roll up, exhale, core body. Roll down using the core body. Then use the arms, knee to chest, squeeze it in. And then release it off. Inhale, left knee in, easy hold. Exhale, roll it up, core body working. Inhale, lower the head. Then bring the knee in, squeeze it in, shoulders down. Exhale, release the leg out, soften. Head side to side, mobilize your neck. So keep your chin tucked, back of neck long. And then when you're ready, simply come back to being centered. Chin tucking down. Again, shoulders, feel them release down. The hips, down the legs into the feet. Soften completely. If you feel out of alignment, just give the body a little bit of a wriggle, shake it, mobilize it, readjust it. And back to stillness when you're ready. What do we notice? Any change after rolling the body up and down? Turning our focus inward. And a slow, deep breath all the way up through your body. Breathing out, press the heels out, stretch long. We're bending the legs up, feet on the mat, hip distance parallel. So in line with the torso, so from the hips up to the knees and down to the feet, keeping everything in one line as best we can. We've got collapsed ankles or sore feet or knees, adjust if you need to if there's strain, but ideally everything aligned from the main part of the body as best we can. Palms down on the mat beside you. It's the same when we take our arms up and over. If you've got sore or tight shoulders, the arms might need to move off the midline or center line of shoulder more. Protect joints where you need to, but as much in alignment as we can without force. We're pressing the feet down. On the next inhale, roll those hips up, take the arms up and over, reach long, push into the feet and engage the stretch at the end length. Lift the heels or toes and then breathing out, we roll down, bring the buttocks and arms down onto the mat, bring the knees to the chest and then wrap the arms for a moment, squeeze down. Lift the head up, forehead towards knees, inhale. And then as we exhale, lower the head back down onto the mat and arms on the mat beside us. Legs up, inhale, stretch the heels, elongate. Wide legs as we exhale, inner heels up and out, stretch wide, stretch long. Inhale, the legs up together again, the heels press up and stretch. Exhale, bend, feet to the mat, keep your ribs pulling down, the core active as those feet come down. Again, aligned as best we can. Push down to rise up. Inhale, the hips come up, the arms come up and over. Stay here as we breathe out. Breathe in, push into the feet, stretch the arms longer. Lift heels or toes. Breathe out, rolling down. Bring the buttocks and arms down. Slow rotation down and all the way. Hands press, knees to chest. Wrap the arms, full exhale, press down, squeeze in. Inhale, roll up forehead towards your legs. Keep breathing on this one, rolling into your forward bend. Hold those knees in nice and close. Then we're just going to let go of the legs when you're ready. And then if you're stronger, start to move the legs away from you. Do not let the lower back arch up off the mat. You're welcome to take the legs straighter and longer to where you can, making sure your lower back stays pressing and the loaf doesn't occur through the belly. Keep pulling it down firm. Bring the knees back into the chest. Wrap the arms, roll it closer to them, forehead to your knees, squeeze in, and then lower down, head to the mat, but keep those knees in nice and close. It's a forward bend. Even though we're on our back, we're still in, folded into those legs. Exhale, hands on the mat. Legs up, inhale, stretch the heels up. Wide legs, exhale, heels up and out, stretch wide, stretch long. Inhale, the legs up together, press the heels up, lengthen. Exhale, bend slowly, keep the ribs down, the core working as you lower your feet to the mat, hip distance parallel. Roll the hips up, inhale, arms up and over, stay here, continue breathing. So we press our feet down, feel they're pushing away from us long. As the feet press long, arms reach them long behind you. Chin tuck, back of neck long. Now can we press evenly through toes to heels, inner outer edges? Can we reach the arms long, stretching, lengthening? Where do we feel this posture as we hold into it? Are there balanced feelings through the body? If you do feel any aggravation lower back, drop the hips lower, tuck the tailbone under some more. If it's easy, lifting all the way high, keep breathing. Breath steady, breath calm. Next, inhale for you, deep breath in, lift your heels or toes off the mat. We're rolling down, exhale, vertebra by vertebra, balancing right and left sides of the back all the way down. Buttocks down, arms down, then bring the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms, squeeze them in, take a moment. Rock the body side to side, mobilizing. Gently massaging across your back. And come back to a stillness. Exhale, squeeze in again, that little bit closer, press down and in. Inhale, forehead up to knees. Feel the knees are trying to push away, arms keep them held in close. Then let go, and again make sure the lower back stays pressing in your yoga mat. Take the legs higher, straighter, keep them bent and hold them right angles. Keep working through the core strength to where you can this morning. Lower back pressing into the mat. Find your engagement through the core body, strengthening, holding. Is there breath? Then last exhale for you, bring those knees all the way back into the chest. Roll the buttocks up off the mat, forehead to knees as close as you can. And then lower the head down onto the mat. Let your head gently rock side to side. Mobilize your neck. Gentle mobilization side to side. And then when you're ready, the head comes back being centered. Let the arms go wide to the side, turn the palms down. Let your feet drop down onto the yoga mat. Heel and toe them out so they're in line with the long edge of the mat. Then drop your knees to touch. Heel and toe the feet out wider if it's easy. Knees dropping in towards each other. So little toe side of the feet might come off the mat. That's okay. No pressure around the joints, through the legs. Make sure it feels okay. And then bring the knees back to hip distance. Bring the feet a little bit closer again if you need to for twists. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the right, face to the left. Press the sides of the feet. Tuck the tailbone and working that inner left knee long and deep. Left ribs back to the mat, the chest, the shoulder, the arm, the hand. Keep breathing. If you'd like to deepen the legs, put the right foot on top of the left. Anchor that left leg deeper if it's easy in the stretch. Breathing into this feeling. And exhale fully, squeeze the last breath out. Inhale, come up to center. So that right ankle, if it wasn't crossed, put it up against that left thigh now. Right hand and knee resisting each other, or pick up the left leg immediately and reach through. Thread the right hand through the gap, left hand outside edge, and breathe into your stretch. Try to keep your tailbone long, chin down, back of neck long, shoulders down, ribs down. Keep breathing. Exhale fully, let the feet come back down onto the mat. Arms wide, and let the feet come out again in line with the edge of the yoga mat if that's where you were for twisting. Inhale, exhale, both knees to the left this time, face to the right. Press the sides of the feet. We're tucking the tailbone, lengthening the right side lower back. Right ribs back to the mat, chest, shoulder, arm and hand. And again, if you'd like to deepen the twist through the legs, left ankle on top of that right leg. Make sure tailbone is tucked. Keep breathing. Stretching and lengthening. And exhale fully. Come all the way back up to center. So again, if this left ankle isn't crossed on top of the right thigh, place it there. Left hand and leg press against each other, or if the stretch is easy, reach through, picking up your right leg. So the left hand threads through the gap, and reach around back of right thigh or shin. Try and keep your tailbone long if you're able to lift the legs. Keep the ribs down, the shoulders down, the chin down. Maintaining length through the spine as we stretch around the hips, legs, glutes. Exhale fully. Let both feet drop down to the yoga mat, hip distance and as parallel as they can be. Hands down beside you as soon as you're ready. Push down, inhale, bring the hips up, arms up and over, reach long. Hold up into the back bend. Take 5 rounds of breath, as slow and as deep as you can. Adjust it, align it. Remember any pain, tuck the tailbone, lower the hips slightly. Can those breaths really open up through the front body? The exhales, flatten the belly, flatten the ribs, flatten the chest. Balance into through the foundations. And once you finish 5 rounds of breath work, 1 more breath in to lift heels or toes off the mat. Roll down as slowly as you can, as many breaths as you need, vertebra by vertebra, releasing down. Once you're all the way down, we're bringing the knees into the chest, hug them in. Hold for a moment, Rock side to side, do what feels best for your body, your back. And then come back to that still point again in your time. That moment of softening, surrendering inward. So when you're ready, you've rolled to the right, come up onto hands and knees, shoulders above wrists, hips above knees, neutral spine. We're mobilizing the spine through cat and cow when you're ready, dipping, looking up. And exhales, rolling the spine, looking in. In time with the breaths, inhales, dipping, chest pulls through, looking up. Exhales the rolling, round your back, look in towards your navel. Find your flow in time with breath. One more in your time. You'll finish when you're looking back in towards the navel. Once you're there, press down through the foundations, chin tucks in, close the eyes for a moment, turning the focus really inward. Have a sense of feeling it with the eyes closed, so knees, can they pull forward? Hands press down and the spine lifts up higher to the ceiling between the shoulder blades, broadening, lengthening, opening. Can we deepen the breath across the upper back? And then as you do, tuck the tailbone under, try and pull the front pubic bone up towards the navel, shortening through the front. Next inhale for you, tuck your toes under, take your buttocks back towards your heels, stretching through toes and arches of feet. If it's too intense, up and down a few times. If it's easy, all the way back, stretch long and body towards legs so arms slide longer. Your choice, working through ankles and feet to where you can. We're letting the toes point out behind us when we're ready to. Take the buttocks all the way back to the heels. If the forehead reaches the mat, let the arms sweep back beside the feet, palms turn up, forehead resting. If the forehead isn't resting, hands in front stacked, and rest your forehead on them. Tuck your chin in and up. Tuck your tailbone under. Let the shoulders go broad around the legs. And in this forward bend, if your front body's compressed on the legs, can you breathe into the back body? Can you get expansion and opening through the back of your body? How's that feeling for you at the moment? Next exhale, press the shins, firm the lower belly. Roll up slowly, inhaling, chin tucked all the way. Vertebra by vertebra, roll the spine up. The head will come up last, kneeling at the back end of the mat. Give yourself a moment, sore legs come up off the buttocks, high kneeling. Neutral spine, notice how that feels. Is there natural curve through the back? Not excessive, not flattened, not hunched. Try and find that middle ground and try and find a little bit more length through your body. Notice if you've got a habit of jutting the chin or collapsing through the back neck, tuck a little, protecting and lengthening. Slow breath up along the spine. Slow breath down to tailbone. Two more, feeling those curves through the spine, adjusting where you need. And then some shoulder rotations. Inhale, upward motion. Exhale, downward motion. You can move the body, the spine with the movement if you wish to, or just being still and shoulders only. Again, your choice, whatever feels best for you. Remember, working around injuries and tightnesses where you can, being gentle. Opposite direction in your time. Inhale, upward motion. Again, exhale, downward motion. Shoulders or more of the body, your choice. Last rotation down, let the shoulders drop. Then shrug them up to the ears. Inhale, drop. Inhale, shrug them to the ears, lift. Drop. One more, lift them up. And drop. Wide arms and up. Reach up, stretch up, look up if it's easy on your neck. Hands forward onto the mat, shoulder distance, and slide them long. Look up through the hands and then glide through. Push down through the hands, arch the chest through, shoulders back, legs active. And then lower the body down and both legs come up off the mat. So we're strengthening through our back body. Try not to let the knees bend. So lower the feet a little if they are. Really engage these thighs. Glutes, what does it feel like? Then hands dragging back to pull the chest long. Lift the abdominal wall so it's not pressing down into the mat. We want to lift up and engage. One more breath. On the exhale, lower the legs. On the next inhale, arch your body. Seal those shoulders back. Down dog, roll, tuck the feet. Take the buttocks high and stretch back long. Unlock those knees once you're here in your down dog. Unlock the elbows. Take a moment being still. And in the stillness, where does your awareness go? What's the feeling in your body? Straight up, do you notice hamstrings, calves, shoulders, back, anywhere in particular? So then hold your focus there and some slow, steady breaths into whatever it is you're feeling. Do you notice, does the sensation or feeling change where you're breathing and focusing into? After your next exhalation, focus somewhere differently in your body that you don't normally feel or think about when you're in this posture. Pick an area. Is it your elbows? Is it your chest? Is it your navel? Is it the front of the thighs? Whatever it is, pick an area and now consciously breathe into that area. What happens when you take your breath and awareness there? Does it change? Does it soften? Does it open? What do you notice? Exhale fully. Now try and have a full body focus in this whole posture. Feel your whole body as one. Steady the breath into it. Exhale fully, come down to your knees. Inhale, dip your spine, looking up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll your spine, look into your navel. Pause here, lift the navel to the spine. Breathe in, take the buttocks all the way back to the heels. Elbows drop, forehead rest, or arms back beside the feet again, palms turn up. Surrender and soften, give yourself a moment. Press your shins down through the mat. Breathe in, roll your back up, vertebra by vertebra. We create length each time we roll the spine. Chin tucked all the way, head will come up last. Soon as you're there, wide arms and up, let them float up. Look up if it's easy on the neck. Hands forward onto the mat. Buttocks on heels, could those arms walk any further forward? Pause for a moment, stretch them long. Now lift your head and chest, look through the hands. Push into the hands and glide through, trying to keep hands, elbows to shoulders, one alignment. Shoulders back, chest through, legs strong. Lower that chest down again, both legs off the mat, Shalabhasana. You're welcome to take hands off the floor and reach them back behind you. Keep breathing. Legs lifted, chest lifted to same height. Feel the back body strengthening. Hands in beside the chest if you lifted. Tuck the toes. Can we transition up to plank? Careful you don't drop through your lower back. And then slow as you can, back to your down dog. Notice as you slowly press back to down dog, if there's any swinging out on one side feeling tighter or stronger, and then ease back into down dog in the stillness again this morning. Hold into stillness and breathe into whatever grabs your attention. Is it the same as what we did previously, same spot, or is it different? Conscious breaths into what you're feeling. The body's folded in on itself in a half position, like an L shape in this downward facing dog. Focusing into our body while we stretch our back body. And change the focus again somewhere that you don't normally think about in this down dog. Breathe into that area. What happens? Exhale fully and take a full body focus. Try and breathe through your whole body. What do you feel? Do you feel the body shifting, awakening, realigning? What happens for you? Do you switch on through your body, engaging, holding? Building heat, building warmth through the body. And then exhale fully, lower to your knees. Dip your spine, inhale, looking up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll your spine in. Chin in nice and deep. Broaden across your upper back. From here, we're just going to feed the right hand between left hand and knee. Turn the palm up, slide it through. So just gently sliding through, working the back of that right shoulder and head to the mat as much as you can. Walk the left arm out in front of you long. And then push back from the left arm. Right arm for you, trying to drag it out. Front ribs, hold them in and up. It's not a back bend. You're not letting yourself collapse. Press the knees and feet down gently and breathe across your your upper back to open it up. Broadening, breathing. Exhale fully. Left hand, bring it back in under the shoulder. Right arm, bring it out. Stack shoulders above wrist, and then when you're ready, simply turn the left palm up, slide it through underneath that right side. So look out to the right. Take that right arm out long in front of you. So it's a leverage. You can push back from it. Keep the ribs in and up. Press the back of this left hand arm shoulder. It's like you're trying to drag this left arm out as you push away from right. Again, we're not just tilting the bottom up. Keep the ribs contained so there's this broadness, stretching and opening. Breathing into the feelings. Adjusting if you need to. And exhale fully. The right arm slides back in, the left arm slides out, shoulders above wrists. As soon as you're ready, tuck your toes off the knees and we press back to down dog. Stretch the bottom away, lengthen. Soon as you're there, right leg up behind you. Keep your hips and shoulders squared. Unlock your left knee and press your left foot through the yoga mat. Ribs in and up so you're not collapsing in your middle body. Now bring the knee to the nose, shoulders above wrist, and round your upper back as high as you can. Then step the right foot down, inside your right knee, left knee down and point the toes. Arms up to the ceiling, reach up, lift the spine. Hands onto your hips, exhale, Ale balance. Foundations balanced. Maybe feel you're squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, spine lifting up, pelvis balanced and looking up. Arms up if it's easy for you. Remember, sore neck, look forward or down. 3 more breaths from now. Third breath, if you need the hands on the mat to assist you, tuck your back toes, lift off the back knee and just straight up in that same alignment, high lunge. Again, maybe you want to feel the inner thighs or the pelvis squeezing in and then the spine lifting straight up, arms reaching up. Can you look up? Have you got the stability this morning? Again, could we take 3 more breaths? Third breath for you, wide arms down. There's only one way to swivel the feet, turn them out, it'll be to your left direction and go down through your wide leg forward bend. Adjust the feet slightly to balance it where you need to and then let the upper body surrender. So let the palms go through the legs, palms turn up and no weight on the shoulders, let them go soft, let them be heavy and drop. Now if your knees are hyperextended, please unlock them, push your feet down through the yoga mat and balance. Slow the breath as you surrender inward. Take this time enjoying the feeling of surrendering, a forward fold. Wide legs, do you get the stretch inner leg, outer leg, back of leg? Upper body surrendering. Is there any sense of letting go? Press down through the feet, lift the head and chest. Put the left hand under the face, lean into it. Right arm up to the ceiling, twist up, look up. Chin tucked, neck long, 3 breaths. Third breath, the hand comes down on top of the left. Left arm up, twist up, open up. Press through the foundations, lengthen, 3 breaths. Third breath, hand comes down, swivel all the way back to the front edge of your mat. So the back heel's coming up, front foot flat. Then could we pull the right toes up, stretch the left heel down. Bend the right leg as much as you need to, and if it's too intense, back knee on the mat. Long body down onto this front right leg. Stretch and lengthen. Can we surrender inward? Front foot comes flat, use as much momentum as you need, step forward, feet hip distance, hold the elbows, hang down. So legs bent, ribs on thighs, toes to heels balance, spine long, head heavy, elbows long. If it's too intense, bend the legs more, push the bottom further out, or rest the elbows on the upper thighs if the stretch is too much. Surrender into where we can, lengthening, opening. Could we close the eyes and just quieten in? And then press through your feet, let the arms release. Wide arms come up to stand. Clasp your hands, turn your palms up, arch the chest up and stretch. Careful you're not dropping in lower back or neck. Neutral spine as you exhale, take a moment, focus the eyes. Could we lift our heels off the mat to balance? Could we take 3 breaths? It's a little bit difficult on carpet or spongy mats. Where you can, 3rd breath, the heels come down. Let the arms go wide, backs of hands beside the feet, surrender into your forward fold. Again, head heavy, shoulders, let them surrender. Lift your head and chest, inhale. Left hand outside edge of right ankle, right arm up, twist. Look up to that right hand. Don't let the hips swing out to your left side. Make sure you're squared off, pelvis balanced, and then really rotate that chest up. Look up if it's easy on the neck. 2nd side, exhale, right hand, outer edge, left ankle, left arm up. Again, try not to let the hips swing out on the right side, this side. Keep them balanced. Pull up on the base arm, stretch up on the top arm. Again, looking up with chin tucked if the neck is easy. Exhale, release, hold on to the elbows, surrender forward. Feel that lengthening. Arms drop, lift the head and chest, extend the spine. Put one hand on the lower back. If it's not in a dip, you need to come up higher, chest arching. And then when you're ready, hands come down to the mat, push into them, step or jump out to plank. Hold it here for a moment, active and strong. Press through the feet, press through your hands. Feel the body strengthen as you hold up. Chaturanga, put knees to the mat if you're dropping in your back, protect. Slowly lower, inhale, cobra up dog, arch through, open up. Downward facing dog, take the buttocks up, stretch back. Do you notice, is there a sense of calm? We've been doing a fair bit of just forward bending and surrendering through the sequence. How does the energy feel? How does it make you feel? Is there a calmness as you breathe? Is there lengthening? Is there opening? What do you notice? What's happening for you this morning? And again, notice this downward facing dog posture. What grabs your attention? Is it the same or is it changing? Keep breathing into it. What area grabs your attention? Conscious breaths in and out. Exhale fully, pick another area that you don't normally consider in the posture and breathe consciously into that area. What do you feel? What do you notice? What's happening? And then a full body focus. Being aware of your whole body. Consciously breathing into it. And what happens when you bring the body focus? Do you notice other areas of your body that you weren't even aware of perhaps previously? What awakens? Exhale fully, come down onto your knees. Gentle dip of the spine, looking up. Tuck the tailbone, roll the spine, tuck the chin in, give yourself a moment. Shoulders broad, nice and open. It's sort of like a forward fold though, we're turning inward with our focus. Can we pull the pubic bone up in the front to shorten up to the navel? Can we contract the navel up to the spine, as if we're wearing a girdle, and try and activate transverse abdominis, deepest muscle of the abdominal wall. Supports our back. Then tuck the toes, exhale fully, inhale, and then exhale up to down dog. Push up, stretch back, elongate. Does it feel easier? Does it feel lighter?
Left leg straight up behind you. Keep your pelvis balanced. Unlock the right knee and press the right foot through the mat, strengthening as we hold. Ribs aren't flaring here. Make sure they're still held. Now bring the knee to the nose, shoulders above wrist, round the back high. Make space for this leg. Put the foot inside of your left hand, back knee down and point. Let those arms float up, reach up. Can you feel some warmth generated just from holding there? Hands on hips for a moment. Let's balance off. Make sure left foot to hip is back, right thigh coming through, balancing, not twisting in the pelvis. Dristi up if it's easy. Shoulders, chest open up and balanced. Arms up when you're ready. Take the posture where you can. So those foundations balanced, working and breathing into them. Last exhale for you. Hands on the mat if you need assistance. Tuck the toes, lift up off that back knee. Make sure you're not locking out the joint. Find the strength, the stability. From the hips straight up to shoulders, straight up to fingertips as much as you can. 3 more breaths. Third breath, let the arms come wide and down. Pull the front toes up, back heel long, stretch. Come down along the line of this front left leg. Then we'll turn it out to the side in a moment. Find the stretch. If it's too intense, bend the knees more. And then exhale, front foot flat, and then swivel it all the way out to the wide edge of the mat. Adjust the feet to balance off where you need, and then fold down through those legs as deep as you can. We're going to reach and hold around the outer edge of the ankles for this wide leg forward fold. So hold the back of the legs as deep as you can. Use some upper body strength and pull your body through these legs. The feet press down, inner outer ankles that they're balanced. Not falling out on the outer edge of the ankles, not pushing away. Push down evenly. Keep breathing. So if your legs are straight and your back is really rounded up, not coming through the legs, try bending those legs a little bit more and try and bring your body down through those legs. Let's keep breathing into this feeling. So the arms are doing a little bit more work, but can we still surrender and relax into it? Legs are active. The breath steady and calm. Inhale, pull up on the arms, lift the chest forward. Once you do, left hand under the face, lean into it, right arm up, twist up, look up. Chin tucked, neck long, remember if the neck is sore, look down. Press into all your foundations as evenly as you can. And then exhale, right hand on top of left, then left arm out wide and up, twist up, open up. Feet press, base hand press, foundations working. Exhale, bring the hand down, and this time feed the hands in under the legs again, palms turn up, and surrender again into the wide leg forward fold. So more restorative when you let the arms feed through and soften in. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Swivel back to that front edge of the mat. Front foot flat, back heel up. Just use your momentum, foot down, step forward, front of mat, feet hip distance parallel. Hold on to the elbows, change your grip to the unnatural side. Bend your legs and surrender. Head heavy. Feel gravity lengthen your body down. And then you resist gravity, pushing into the feet and extending the buttocks up. Slow the breaths. Let the feet press actively through the mat, really engage them now. Wide arms come up to stand. Clasp the hands above the head. Turn the palms up, arch up. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not pinching or dropping the neck or lower back as you stretch the front body. Then bring your spine back to neutral and feel the difference. Engage. Inhale, arms right, hips left. Find that side stretch, open into it as much as you can. Take 3 more breaths once you're there. Foundations pressing, legs active. Third breath, press down, inhale, come up. Second side, arms left, hips right. Press down, stretch long. And then inhale up to center. Arch up, stretch up. Backs of hands down beside the feet. Again, surrender completely. Let the body go heavy. Can we lift the head and chest? Can you lift your toes up and slide your hands in under your feet this time? Toes coming up to wrist as much as you're safe and feeling easy and balanced and comfortable to do. Pull your chest long, extend your spine. Bend the legs as much as you need, ribs on thighs, crown of head towards the mat, and lengthen front body to front legs. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift the head and chest, extend the spine, so bend the legs more to pull up. Place the hands down on the mat. Inhale up onto fingertips and extend the spine. If you've still got flexion of the back and there's no dip, either bend the legs or come up higher. And then put the hands back down onto the mat. If you had to lift, step or jump out to your plank. Hold it for a moment, nice and strong. Push through the feet, push through the hands for yourself strengthening. Chaturanga, nice and slow. Try and keep your chest off the mat, shoulder heads back. Inhale, cobra up dog, arch through, open up. Downward facing dog, press back. Nice and slow, and notice is there balance all the way. Steady the breath. Can we have a full body focus and breathe into it steady and calm? It doesn't matter which leg, one leg up behind you, lift it high, step it up through your hands, turn to the long edge of your mat, feet forward. As soon as you're there, surrender down into your wide leg forward fold. How does it feel? Is the stretch starting to open the legs for you as you surrender in? The energy system, is it calm? Is the breath steady and easy? Notice the feedback from your body. We've been in this posture a few times this morning. Each time we're coming back to it, revisiting. What do you notice? Differences, awareness opening into it, shifting, changing. Press down to come up, wide arms all the way up, reach up, touch your hands together. Bring them down to shoulder height for Trikanasana. Right foot turn it away, left heel turn away a little if you need. All in one line on that front right leg. Inhale, reach long. Keep your body in line with the leg as you reach towards leg, ankle, foot, or big toe bind.
Find your balance from your foundations and work up. Look up if it's easy on the neck. Keep breathing. So is there a lightness in the body? Is there length? And then we're going to bend the right leg, knee above the heel, come up into lunge, and then shuffle the foot further along. So you can come deeper into those hips. Then once you're there, clasp your hands behind your back, long arms, pull them away from you. Open your chest, look up, crown of head down, inside edge of that front right foot. Let gravity bring the arms over behind you. Tuck your chin in as you roll in. Trust yourself and take it as deep as you can. Lengthen your tailbone to your inner left ankle. Surrender in, fold in, breathe. Foundations are stable and strong. Now press from those feet, come all the way up into Warrior Two, so up and the arms come out, and then nice and deep in that lunge. Is it already open for you after going down with that roll of the body? Breathe into it. Is it stable? Does it feel easier now once you've rolled in and come back up? Steady and calm. Push away from it, come all the way up. Turn the feet to your left. Bring them that little bit closer distance for your Trikanasana. Find your stability. Inhale, exhale, reach to your left leg, ankle, foot. Again, we want the body in line with the leg. Don't let it slide forward or back of it. And then just take it to where you can. Lengthening down to that left side, so it's Trikanasana first, not the lunge. Keep breathing. Engage your foundations, lengthening. Press away from them. If you push down, can you rise up? Do you feel the legs working? The core working? Couple more breaths. Feeling the posture, shifting, aligning, balancing. We're a live organism. It shifts, it moves. And then look down, bend the leg. When you're ready. That's it, bend the leg and coming up. Thank you. I can see someone doing sort of mental blank. Just watching, clasp the hands behind the back. Shuffle along into that lunge. Inhale, open up. Exhale, crown of head down, inside edge of that front foot. So roll in, fold your body into where you can. Self-preservation, if you're going to topple over, one arm will release to the floor, which just happened for me. So now bring your tailbone to that inner right ankle so the bottom isn't falling out behind you. Tuck your chin in. Has gravity got those arms? Shoulders away from the ears. And then press down to come up, out into Warrior Two, arms out shoulder height. And then are you already nice and deep in your lunge? Does it feel easier? Arms nice and long, do they feel light? Legs strong and active, how are they feeling? As the body warmed up a bit, where's the breath? Keep it steady and calm. And then push away from those foundations, come all the way up, transition around to the front edge of your mat and into your downward facing dog. Take the buttocks up and reach the buttocks up high. Stretch them up as you press away from hands and feet. And again, noticing full body focus on what's here for you. Steady the breath. And last exhale for you, we're coming through to Sept. Down onto the knees, cross the legs through, swing to the side. Best way you can get there, buttocks to the mat, long legs. Dandasana staff pose, giving us an indication of how tight we might be through the legs, pulling our pelvis under. If you're sitting up straight and you're finding it difficult, you're feeling the back's getting pulled under, bend the legs more. We don't want to roll back into posterior tilt. Keep the pelvis neutral, or we're starting to bring it anterior. We want to tip it forward. Put the fingertips pointing out behind you then, and then either legs bent or straight, depending where that neutral position was for you. Start to tilt your chest so you're pivoting from your hips, not letting the chest round or slump, not letting the back round out. So legs bent as much as you need, fingertips out behind you, giving you that little bit of assistance just to let the body come long. Keep breathing, so just noticing that tilt of the pelvis. Can we keep our middle toes up, our kneecaps up? Notice if you have a habit of dropping the chest or overextending it. So ribs, are they still in their neutral position? Your spine as neutral as you can. Keep tilting and lengthening. So we don't want the chest to slump, the shoulders aren't rolling forward. Relationship of pelvis, spine and legs, where's the tightness? Is it hammies, is it calves? Where do you notice? Back body, keep breathing. Keep lengthening. Feeling, is there softness where you're at? Now, if your chest is nowhere near your legs yet, I'd like you to bend your legs up today and let the front body rest onto the legs as much as you can. And then just let the chest and legs and ribs connect in as much as you can. Now, you're welcome to reach around and grab the feet if you prefer. Let the head roll in and roll the body in. We've got the front body on the legs as close as we can be. Close the eyes, surrender in, give yourself a moment. And then if you feel softening, keeping the ribs on the thighs, maybe the legs will lengthen away from you. Ribs stay on thighs the whole time. Now play with the tilt of the tailbone slightly while you're here. Tuck it under as if you're going to roll it under and down. And then tilt it up subtly, tilt it up and out behind you. And then just feel the difference, rolling and tilting. And then feel what's best for you to bring it back to neutral alignment. What feels good, what feels like there's lengthening. And then we're going to let our body slump. Let the palms turn up, let the feet drop away, let the head roll in. Now if it becomes too intense, the neural tension's too much, roll up and down a few times. If it's too intense and the back's falling out behind you, bring the legs into a more of a diamond shape. Adjust it to where you need to, surrender and soften completely. Remember, tuck the chin in and up, protect your neck. Press your heels down through the mat. Exhale, firm the belly. Roll up slowly. Chin tucked in all the way. Vertebra by vertebra. Make sure you've got enough room on the mat behind you. Shift forward if you need. If there's a sore back, hold under the legs. Control the roll down in your time, all the way to the mat. So those of you that can invert and you want to go into your shoulder stand, as soon as you get down onto the mat, hands pressed down beside you, lift your legs up, and hands up onto the back, coming into your shoulder stand. Those of you that wish to finish resting onto the mat, bring the knees into the chest, hug them in, rock the body, massage, mobilize. So inversion or another stretch, massaging, mobilizing, and getting ready to rest on the mat, relaxation, Shavasana when you're ready. you have inverted, make sure you do your counter poses. Release when you're ready. For those of you resting, let the body soften. Is there balance? What's here for you? Shavasana, bend the legs up if there's any issues in the lower back, any pain or aggravation. If it's easy, let everything soften. Palms turn up, feet drop away. Completely soften. Bring a slow, deep breath all the way through the body. Breathe out, slide down through your legs, out through your feet, completely letting go. And letting go to the feet drop away, what do we feel? Backs of the heels, breathe in. Slide awareness up backs of legs to buttocks. Breathe out, soften. Feel the muscles through the backs of the legs soften. We feel the calf muscles spread. Backs of the knees lengthen open. Reconnection, is it backs of thighs, buttocks? Where is it for you? Awareness to the tailbone. Breathing in, slide awareness up the spine to the top of the neck. And then breathe out, soften. And feel the muscles on each side of the spine soften and spread. Feel a releasing through the middle of the back. Shoulder blades are heavy, let them drop. And back of the neck is long, tuck the chin. The weight of the head release. And let go. The whole body surrender down. Let it go. If the mind is wandering, can you bring it back to breath? Can you start to lengthen and deepen your breaths? So gently through the belly, ribs, eventually all the way up. Start to move the body, rubbing thumbs and fingers, wriggle toes. Opening, closing hands, flexing feet back and forth. Circling joints, ankles and wrists, full rotations. Opposite direction in your time. And then stretch the arms up and over, reach out long, and sigh and soften. Twice more, your timing. Last stretch for you, then bring the knees up into the chest, hug them in. Give yourself a moment, rock, hold them in. Whatever you want to do, be still or rock, it doesn't matter what feels best. When you're ready, simply release, rolling to your right side, coming up to sit. Please prop the hips up if you're falling away. Spine lifting neutral, chin tucks in. We're working with the Hatha YOGA mudra again today, so we're going to roll the first finger down into the base of the thumb. The next two fingers touch the thumb and the little finger extending out. So index finger to the base of the thumb, next two fingers touch the thumb, little finger long. Turn the hands up, rest them on the legs, tuck the chin in, close the eyes, excuse me, and take a moment. So a part of Vayu, it's the downward flowing energies. So from the navel down to the pelvis, it's the energies that release out of the body. With our index finger rolled in, we're sort of containing the air energy. The next two fingers, fire and earth energies connecting to thumb. So this fire, this belly, our digestive fire, our Agni. So stimulating, so detoxification, elimination. But also grounding down, steadiness, calming. Take a few more moments sitting into this posture, feeling the mudra, the gesture of the hands, slowing the breath. What do you notice within? And then breathing into these feelings. Is there a sense of balancing down? Is there a sense of a lightness lifting up? Is there spaciousness? Is there an inner quiet, an inner calm? All that folding forward we did today, energetically it calms the nervous system. How do you feel after practice? next inhale, let the arms sweep up. Connect the hands together and touch to the forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips as we move through life. We have kind words. Bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion and we have kindness. Namaste. Fold the body, surrender, stretch forward. Be still or rock it out, however that feels for you to finish. Feel folded in again, turning in, softening. And then when you're ready, simply releasing it up and finishing in your time.